Hello, and welcome everyone. Rian is here. Inquisitor Bacon is here. Hello. Yes, Inquisitor Bacon, how are you doing today? How is work? Rian, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for reminding people to smash the like button on the way in. Thank you. Appreciate that. How are you doing, Rian? Coltastic? Venita 666. What's up, sexy heathens? Oh, yes, sexy heathen. Woohoo. Exactly. A dark topic we got today. Have a mood music ready. Yes. Indeed, it's dark. It is dark today. But it is the reality that some of us face. It is the reality that we face with religion and some religions. Unfortunately, this is what religion does. Tanisha, how are you doing? Hope you are well. And Rion, I'm doing well, thank you. Doing really good. I'm tired and ready to head home. How about me? How about me? How about myself? I'm good, thank you. The last few days I've just been a bit. This whole uh, blasphemy thing just really got to me. Really got to me. Of course, I'm doing okay. I'm very frustrated with our Supreme Court right now. Are you talking about the Roe and Wade? Is that the Roe and Wade situation? Is that it's Roe and Wade, right? Is that what you're on about? At the best of times, my phone starts to ring. Just 1 second. Okay, I've just messaged. Sorry about that, guys. I'll ring them in a minute. Hello, David E. Taylor. Hello. Yeah, you're talking about Roe and Wade. Okay. Right. Let's get started because there's quite a bit to cover with this story. So I don't know how many of you have heard about this young girl here. 1 second. Let me find her picture. Okay, just 1 second. Just trying to find the young lady's picture. So this young lady here. Now, for some reason, the numbers are all over the place. One article she's 21, another article she's 19, another article she's 24. Guys, please hold on. This person wants me really, really bad. Please hold on a second, please. Let me just tell them. Uh, I'm so sorry about that, guys. So sorry. I apologize. So this young lady, her name's Deborah. Deborah died a few days ago. Um, Guys, it's rather unfortunate how she died. Check my channel. Um, hey, Uncle Jesus. Uncle Jesus. Who else do we have? Buzzhawk. Hello, Buzzhawk. Who else do we have here? Who else do we have? David E. Taylor, full frontal exposure. Oh God, what's David bought now? 8.3 million home in Florida. He's not taking all these homes anywhere with him. What's his trouble? What's his Okay, let me carry on with this story. So this is Deborah. Deborah, one second. Deborah unfortunately lost her life to Islamic mob. Deborah was a Christian. There were three different ages for her. She was either 19, 21, 24. But either way, she was young. She was a college student. As part of their studies, they set up a WhatsApp group, and the Muslim students were using the WhatsApp group as the avenue to send their Islamic messages and Islamic propaganda in there. This lady requested that they should please keep it clean of all religious propaganda. Just keep it to the what it's designed for. The people said, I think some people got offended, and she said something along the lines of, because they were threatening her, and I think she said something along the lines of, who cares about your prophet? That was it, guys. That's all. That's what she said. And these people, it's the way that she died. The school security officers tried to protect her, but because the mob overpowered them, they got her out. She ran. I've seen videos of her running. This girl ran, but they threw stones at her and got her. After stoning her, they beat her to a pulp. After beating her, they then set her ablaze. After setting her ablaze, they then shouted, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. The one who did the one who set her on fire, that one even, these people recorded themselves on video. I put the videos here, the videos they did. I put it here, but YouTube took the video down. So I had to redo the video without their faces, the ones who killed her. Now, as we speak, riots are going on because the Muslims say no. Two people were arrested after Deborah died. Deborah has since been buried. Oh, the story is just pathetic. Absolutely horrendous. Two people have been arrested, but 24 lawyers have stepped up pro bono and said, we are ready to defend the two who have been arrested. They were in the right to do what they did because our religion says anyone who blasphemes against Prophet Muhammad is, it's a death sentence. Deborah was not a Muslim. So how was she to know? How was she to know that in Islam, this is, because when you're a Christian in Nigeria, you really don't know anything about the Muslims, because they tell you that the Muslims are going to hell. The Muslims have the wrong religion. So why would you care to know what the Muslims are thinking or what their belief systems are? You don't care about that, because as far as you're concerned, that religion will take you to hell. So Right. Let's watch a quick video.
With Nigeria, where a woman has been beaten to death and set on fire on college premises. She was a student in this college. Her killers were her own classmates. What was her crime? Blasphemy. Her classmates accused her of insulting the Prophet Muhammad, and so they killed her. The incident has shocked the world. The incident took place in Nigeria's northwestern state of Sokoto. The victim has been identified as Deborah Samuel. She was a student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education. The students were upset over her comments, so they hunted her down, dragged her out of her college room, and attacked her and then set her ablaze. The details are disturbing, to say the least.
Very disturbing. Very disturbing. Very disturbing. My God.
The police have arrested 2 suspects and have promised to nab all those involved in the attack. The video of the attack has gone viral with the hashtag Justice for Deborah. An online petition has also been launched seeking punishment for her killers. What's more disturbing is that this is not the first such incident in Nigeria. Cases of vigilantism and people being jailed for blasphemy keep happening periodically. And in most cases, those accused of blasphemy are from the minority community. And it's not just armed vigilantism that is of concern. Terror groups like the Boko Haram frequently attack villages and kill civilians based on their beliefs. In Nigeria, Muslims constitute 53% of the population and Christians 46%. Despite this religious diversity, Nigerians remain vulnerable to sectarian persecution. Once again, this is our top focus at this hour. A disturbing, shocking incident being reported from Nigeria. A woman has been beaten to death and then set ablaze on her college premises. Her killers are her own classmates, and her crime, according to them, was blasphemy. Her classmates had accused her of insulting the Prophet Muhammad, and so they killed her. The incident naturally has shocked the world. It took place in Nigeria's northwestern state of Sokoto, and the victim has now been identified as Deborah Samuel. She was a student.
So, in a country where religion is regarded really highly, this is what happens. And when the religion says our prophet is sacred, the name of our prophet is sacred, no one can speak against our prophet, and we have laws that would protect the name of our prophet, protect the reputation of our prophets. This is what happens. Nigeria has the 2 major religions are Christianity and Islam. You heard the lady said 50 something odd percent of the population are Muslims and 48% are Christians. So you can imagine the atheists and the agnostics. The atheists, agnostics, and others, which are the spiritualists, these constitute less than 1%. Less than 1%, about 0 point something percent. So a lot of us couldn't live in Nigeria and be open atheists. Many of you here watching right now would not be able to live in countries like Nigeria. And so I appreciate I appreciate where I am, and I appreciate the fact that I can be bold enough to call myself an atheist. I'm not trying to deconvert anyone from their religion, but we are asking questions. We are asking questions. Why the intolerance if your religion is a religion of peace, then why the intolerance? Why why so barbaric? Why so wicked? Why so evil? Why can't your prophet fight and defend for himself? Your prophet was human just like you and I. Your prophet, well, they think he was divine. I don't know about that. He was a human just like us. So why would we kill on his behalf? I don't understand that. I really don't understand it. I'm sorry if you that way, but need to be carried out in Nigeria. See who is in chat. I don't think Coco Boss Hawk is here. AA is here. Hello, AA. Steve McRae manager. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so Deborah was buried yesterday or day before yesterday. I mean, guys, as much as possible, I know I try to highlight what goes on in Africa here. Some of you might wonder, oh, but what has this got to do with me? What has this got to do with me? I just want to come on YouTube, just enjoy myself and, have a fun day. And I'm not keen on this. It doesn't bother me. But just think about it, that you live in a place where you have choices and your choices are respected. Imagine if you lived in a place where your choices were not respected, where you could not exercise freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Just imagine, a lot of us would have been lynched a long time ago. The things I've said on my channel is enough to get me lynched. So let's have a look at something here. Let's see. The demon suckling breast is nothing to do with this horrible act. No, it isn't. Not at all. Not at all. But it was just funny when I saw that video about being healed from breasts. And what really got me about that video was this lady has not gone to the doctors yet. The doctors have not confirmed, number one, that she had a disease to begin with. Number two, that she was healed of any disease. So their prophetess sat on YouTube and made a prayer for breasts. And she said, God, I want to be healed from this pain I have in my breast. Show me a sign that you have healed me from my breast troubles. If I yawn, then I know that you have answered. And she was yawning. She started to yawn while her prophetess Belemzi was online. She yawned all the way through the live stream. And in her mind, automatically she's healed because she said, God, if I yawn while the live stream is going on, that means you have healed me. And she yawned and yawned and yawned. And she then recorded a video of herself thanking God for healing her from her breast trouble. How does that make sense to anybody? How does it make sense? Anyway, that's beside the point. Just goes to show. And a lady came in the comment section saying, okay, so what are you going to say about the experiences of people who actually experience demonic they have real experiences with demons? Oh, okay. So is it the demons that suck breasts? Is it those demons? The demons that destroy breasts? Sorry, guys, I just cannot deal with. I just can't. It sounds ridiculous. So here we have Deborah's mom and dad. This one broke my heart. The topic says Deborah Samuel's parents break silence and make shocking revelations. So the parents of Deborah described her death as sad and painful, saying that they have left her killers to God. They're not seeking any revenge. Because they are Christians, they have decided they're going to leave her killers to God. The remains of Deborah was laid to rest in her hometown. She was stoned to death and set ablaze on Thursday, just Thursday, 6 days ago, by her fellow students. So, reacting to the death of their daughter, the bereaved parents said they had nothing to say or do regarding the loss of their child, but they have decided to leave everything in the hands of God. Her father, Mr. Emmanuel Garba, is security personnel with the Niger State Waterworks Corporation, said, "We can't say or do anything except to take it easy as an act of God." Guys, it was an act of God. We have left all to God. We have decided to take it like that. On who brought back the body of his deceased daughter from Sokoto State, the father explained that he personally went and brought back her remains to be buried. He said, I personally went and brought back the body of my daughter to enable me to bury my own child. This is because keeping her in the morgue will not return her back. When I got there, I met government officials and made them understand the need to allow me to take her back home, and they agreed with me. When we got to the morgue, those in charge asked me to sign the necessary documents, and I did, and they released her corpse to me. On who paid for the transportation, he said that he personally paid the sum of 120,000 naira to the driver out of many that refused to convey her body back home. And it is because of the conditions of her remains. Most drivers that we approached all refused except one. Confirming the call by the Sokoto state government that the body of his daughter should not be returned home. So the Sokoto state government said her body must not be taken home. The father of the deceased said that the government wanted me to leave her remains. When they called me, I said no. They should allow me to please bury my daughter. Also, the mother, Mrs. Aleri Emmanuel, told the reporters that Deborah was the second of 7 children, adding that it was so sad to have lost her at such a young age, whom they were relying on to help support them in the future. On her medical condition, the mother of the deceased explained that she is now stable because, of course, she was taken to hospital. She's now discharged from hospital where she was admitted upon hearing the news of the gruesome murder of her daughter. She said, "I have nothing to say. I am grateful to God and for all your efforts. I have given God my heart, and may God strengthen me. We have nothing to say." Now, this is the part that really, really got to me. They said, "Because of what happened to her, I will no longer send my children to schools where so much money is involved. Because of her education, the education of some of her siblings suffered. as it is so difficult to care for them all at the same time. And now things are difficult for us. So, because they had to send Deborah to school, the others could not be sent to school. And now she's dead. So, all the money that they've spent, all gone. All gone. Right, let me see what you guys are saying. Poor family, absolutely poor family. Yes, very poor. It says this is so heartbreaking. Indeed, it is heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. And it's sad to hear the parents say that this is God. One religion says, my God says I should kill you. Their religion says, we leave everything in the hands of God. Which God are we talking about? Which God is... At what point are people going to ask the question, which one of us is serving the real God? Both cannot be serving, both cannot be right. Christians and Muslims, unfortunately, cannot both be right. They can both be wrong, but they cannot both be right. And so, now, what happened was, after Deborah's death, of course, people decided to start speaking about her death, and also, where are we going with religion in Africa, in Nigeria, in these countries? Why are we letting religion dominate us? Why are we letting religion do us like this? Our children are dying, our people are dying, sisters are dying, friends are dying at the hands of these people. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry, just telling my son to go wash his hands. Okay, so people started talking, and a room was opened on Clubhouse. One of the ladies on the, who is an atheist, she said, this is unfortunate what has happened to Deborah. And she said, look, she used the F word, fuck your prophet, fuck your this, and she was verbal about how she felt about the prophets of Islam. And guess what happened, guys? As we speak, this atheist lady has a fatwa on her head right now. The Muslims who heard her speak said they're calling for her head. This is someone I've known on Clubhouse who is an atheist, a Nigerian atheist who is vocal about, she's a lesbian, she's a lesbian, she's an atheist, and she's vocal. She opened a room weeks ago saying that Yahweh is a rape apologist, something along those lines. And the Christians came for her. The Christians came for her. How dare you talk about our Yahweh like that? How dare you have a room talking about Yahweh, this, that. But at least they were not calling for her death. But they were saying that because she's a lesbian, it is punishable by death. It is. So anyways, some Muslims have decided that this lady, I don't know what they call a fatwa. Guys, what is a fatwa? Does that mean she was actually very brave? They don't take kindly. Yes. I'd love to be on. On where? You'd love to be on? On here? If you'd like to be on here, why not? Why not? If you'd like to be on here, yeah, let me know. If anyone would like to be on here. Let's do this. Okay, so these people who decided to get offended a second time around, they said what happened to Deborah is indeed justified. How dare Deborah speak about our prophet? And this lady, who I happen to know, said, fuck your prophet, fuck your deity, fuck you. And right now, as we speak, her life is in danger. So, fatwa, right. Hey, Hawiya, thank you. A fatwa, a ruling on a point of Islamic law given by a recognized authority. So, does the fatwa mean, because they're calling for her head? Anyway, let's play the video. This was a recording on Clubhouse. I was recording. I was in the room listening to all this. So, I'm asking the question: where is the tolerance in Islam? Why can we not question things in Islam? Why would we let our religious beliefs make us kill each other like this? Does anyone want to join in the conversation? If you want me to put the link out, I'll put the link out. So fatwa is a legal decree. Yeah, so she's got a fatwa on her head right now as we speak. Anyway, let's go and listen to this. I will warn you guys. It's you will hear things that. Hang on, just 1 second. 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. Got quite a few videos here. I'm trying to decide, just trying to find the right one. No, not this one. Not this one. Where's the video I'm trying to find? Not this one. Is it this one? No. I saw it a minute ago and now it's gone. Just 1 second, guys. I find it. I think I found it. This one. No, it's not this one. Yep, I found it. Okay, so let me share my screen here.
Waiting there, sir. Small thing, drop your IP. They not track.
Yahoo guys. We don't spoil the image of Nigeria for everywhere. We don't spoil the image of this country for everywhere. You guys are. They don't give us visa because of these people.
So these are the people.
See, you get 1 year where these followers we want go. If you like saying a Turkey or about she gets scoliosis or something like that. Now because of these people, hopefully that they don't give this girl visa.
So if you look on the title, The title says, "Where is the stupid Tabo, the girl who they're threatening to kill?" You see the blood sign on there. There's the red mark. These are the people. These are the Muslims that have decided that what happened to Deborah is justified, and now we want blood. We want more. This girl who came on Clubhouse because she lives in Nigeria, so she is under the law. Even though she spoke on an app, she is still liable for blasphemy. And so you will hear the guys speak. Just, I know they have very strong accents, but you will hear them.
They say it gets some southerners for Turkey where they commit problem all the time. They do fraud for them, or they spoil people's country name.
Guys,
can I talk, please?
Guys, work about why they catch someone. You are very stupid. This time they go.
Yo, guys, can I talk, please?
Can I talk? You think you go come out stage?
What do you want to talk?
If you talk rubbish, I will slap this your dada.
Man, talk.
Wait. Shame not the catch you now. Now they bully woman. Why not bully the men?
Guy, talk now. We go bully you now. Talk now. We go bully you.
But who gave me the mission? Come on.
We go bully you.
Come on.
Wait. Why not they bully the men?
There you go.
See, talk.
So what's happening here? Because the Muslims they've ganged up. They're together now. So they have opened a place where this is the subject, and they got free reign. They can say whatever they want. They don't care. There are women with them. There's men. It's a combination of them. The one who is leading this, his name is Luca. That's an account he has decided to use. I don't think it's his real account.
I beg, my deal with this guy. I beg, give me room.
Deal with that.
This time. This time, I beg, waiting be your papa name. Waiting be your papa name. Name your papa name for you. You go bully him. You go jazz them down. Name your papa name. I'm sure your papa man.
You know me man there waiting. You man now the bully for you.
I have another question for you guys.
All right, Mr. English. All right.
No, I'm not here to insult
give
you
us
guys.
the question,
So no.
This is not English class, so.
I'm not here to insult you. Let me finish.
All right.
This is not. You know what? I actually support you guys. You know, so I actually feel since you feel that people in the South are fraudsters, which trust me, there are a lot of fraudsters. Why don't you? And I mean this from the depth of my heart. Why don't you push to get your own space? And when you get your own space, you don't identify with the name of fraudsters. Fraudsters cannot come to your side because they know if they come, they'll be destroyed. Like, honestly,
we still they agitate for one Nigeria because we still want the dignity of the country to still win. That's why. Now only the Northerners the dignity of the country.
I don't send anybody, Papa. May divide the distance for it.
Okay, so as part of the conversation, you will hear talks of dividing the country. I'm sure I've talked about it on my channel before. Nigeria was never Nigeria before the British came along. Nigeria had separate colonies, separate kingdoms. But when the British took over, they decided for their own benefit to put the country together and name it Nigeria, right? So the countries that, the colonies that were never associated with each other were put together by the British. when they finally left, country's been set, has been put together. And so you have up north the Hausas, down south you've got the Yorubas, you've got the Igbos. Now there are talks of, look, we cannot stay together anymore. It's destroying us. People up north have their Islamic religion. Let them go their way with their Islam. The Yorubas, we want our own kingdom. The Igbo says we want to go back to a time before Lord Lugard. I think it was Lord Lugard who named Nigeria. So the effects of colonization are still felt till this day. And that's why when that gentleman Rev was talking about him being related to someone who is from Nigeria, that was offensive, because the effects of what his people did are still being felt till this day. And so when you hear talks about separate Nigeria, you go your way, that's what they're trying to talk about. Some people are saying, enough, we're done. We don't want to stay together anymore. We want to go back to what we were before the British came along. They did us too much damage, and we're tired of it now.
Shagari, I beg, this room still there, ba?
Yeah, he did go and come back. This room
go come back.
24 hours. This guy is waiting behind the end. Come up. What do you want to say? Come up. Consider what you say. I want to listen to you.
See, Ellie, actually, Nigerian name is very important.
Come. I continue. I hear you. If I'm tired, if you are not saying something reasonable, I'll carry you go down. Okay?
Look at it. Just reflects what. See, when you pushed me up and down, it's people actually seeing what they're talking about. It doesn't make me look bad. At the end of the day, I've said what I really
to make me look bad now. Now, waiting, I want.
I don't fight with people. I have Muslim friends. I'll be honest with you, right? So I'm not here to fight you. I am actually here. Listen. I'm actually here to tell you what I feel. Nigeria seems to not be working for you guys too. I'm telling you the truth. Like,
actually, let me land now.
Guys, let me land. Don't you want? Like, you travel to these other Muslim countries that you love and you're proud of, and I know you guys love this part, right? So I don't even support IPOP. So if you think because I'm a Southerner I support IPOP, no, I don't have any alliance. I am for the majority. Where majority of the people in the current Nigeria are, that is what I represent. That's for me. So don't you like when you go to those holy cities, nobody comes and objects, they just do their thing? Why are you not pushing for that? Like, this thing can be simple. It's not like fights. To be honest, it's not even fights. I don't even want IPO, because for me, if you separate it,
why you shout? Why you they shout? Say, calm down, my sister. We made them divide the. Who just say not as no one who made them divide the country?
No, I'm not saying you don't want. Okay, so look at, if you want, push for that. Let that be a different. We don't need to be fighting.
Why would our leaders listen? I have a question for you. Why is it your leaders in the National Assembly are not pushing for it? I've never seen any senator, member representing any constituency in the South has ever stood up in the National Assembly to ask for a referendum or to ask
because they're going to be seen as I will answer. You asked me a question. Let me answer, right?
Let me finish. Go to your place, elect leaders who will go to the National Assembly and declare for that. Don't come here and disturb me with your rubbish. Go you yourself and then do it. Our leaders know one time. Why you go come they shout? Our leaders know one time.
Look, are you asking a question, or is that a question, or like a submission? Like, I don't know. Like, am I free to respond? Honestly, I don't have anything against you. Seriously. So if you're vexing because you think I'm here to fight, no.
Yeah,
I'm saying, it might be like it might seem different, but it's actually being logical, right? I want you guys to be happy. When you have your space, listen, even the Southerners can actually be proud of you. If the people that want to separate see the North looking well, there are Muslim countries that are thriving. So why are you giving you like honestly? Why are you having this? Is not even.
Thank you for your submission.
It's headache.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Why is it that you want only the northerners? I have a question for you. My question is, why is it that you want only the northerners to agitate for the country to separate? Why don't you want the southerners? Do you know that?
Let me answer your question now, Luca. Let me answer your question. The reason is because even though I'm not IPOB, can I answer Luca's question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Even though so I'm a Southerner, right? I have. Sorry, can you mute this guy? I have seen the consequence of IPOB. I lost my grandfather. I'm not saying that IPOB is bad. They have a reason they are fighting, and I'm not against that. Like I said, I don't have anybody that I'm standing for. I'm just standing for the entity of the people. That's my concern. So why do I want Muslim people or Northerners to fight for this? Why? So that they don't see that people feel like people are rejecting them. You might actually do better in your own Muslim land. Trust me, you might do a whole lot better.
Actually, you know, in North there are Christians, right?
No, I agree, but you know what? Can I land?
You know,
right? Good point. Okay, that's a good point. Let me land. That's a good point. So now those people that decide to still stay there, they know what they're in for. The rest of the South, they're actually shouting that is not the ideology.
So in my own personal opinion, dividing Nigeria into separate parts, I don't know if that would solve the problem of religious fundamentalism. I don't know, because there are Muslims in the north, west, south, east. They're everywhere. So if the death of Deborah means, oh, let us separate because we are predominantly Christians here and they are predominantly Muslims. Within the Muslim communities, there are Christians out there. Within the Christian communities, there are Muslims. So what's that going to solve, really? I don't know. If you ask me what I think about dividing Nigeria, I honestly do not know. I don't know. I think that whatever decision they choose in the near future, there'll still be problems. Whatever decision they come up with, there will be problems, either whatever decision they choose. So I don't know.
Of what they represent. They want one system, one laws. So you can have your own. This is not hate. This.
Let me interject here. I think you need to be educated about Nigeria. I don't think you even know history. Do you know that? Do you know that the governor of Taraba State is a Christian? Deputy governor from Gombe is a Christian. Deputy governor from Adamawa is a Christian. Benue State governor is a Christian. Plateau State governor is a Christian. Nasarawa State deputy governor is a Christian. Do you know that?
And that is fine, but they will know what.
Thank you very much. So this thing is not about religion. This thing is not about religion. It's not about religion. We in the north, we are living very happily with our Christian brothers. Yeah. We support them. They support us.
No, you're not. You are not living happily with your Christian brothers. You're killing them.
And we live very, very happy. So I don't know what you guys are.
What's he talking about, that them in the north are living happily with their Christian brothers? They've just lynched Deborah, who was a Christian, a young girl for that matter. They just lynched her for blaspheming against their prophet. So how are they living peacefully with the Christians?
Agitating. If you are agitating,
my parents met him. Listen, let me tell you, my parents met him. I'm not here to condemn you. You don't even understand where I'm coming from.
No, what you are saying is pointless.
My dad, no. So that you don't think I'm just here. I'm not even from Igbo. I'm from Akwa.
Had it been you are here to say something rubbish, I would have taken you down. Continue with your submission.
Let me finish. My parents, my dad spoke fluent. You wouldn't even know where he's from because that was pretty much where he grew up, right? So you don't even know. Like he could even say some of the prayers, right? So I'm not even here to even cast
Okay,
I'm saying just so that nobody gets headache. Like, you guys like coming here to
the best part is still coming ahead.
Me ta faɗa me ni zaki ta kina questioning Abiyo met.
Ka san me matsalan wannan ka san me matsalan mutanen mu da yawa ignorance.
Ignorance mana kuna ba
they follow you there. That's very daft, man. How would you know something and be arguing about it?
She came online yesterday publicly in a room that Beautiful Flower was moderating. She came online publicly. She spoke for more than 10 minutes. In fact, more than anyone in that room. And at the end of her submission, she insulted the prophet. She insulted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than 2 or 3 times. I was in that room, and there are witnesses who were in that room as well. They were also in this room now. She said it. She said it. And nobody, do you know the funny part? Nobody shut her down.
Nobody shut her
they don't
down.
want to accept the fact that they
exactly. Nobody shut her down.
Everyone is claiming he did the right thing. When you know,
the funny part is that if I'm to see Tobore now, I will promote her name.
Illiteracy.
How you insult someone as in beliefs or something like that?
So you guys are hearing. This is what Tobore did. This lady. So they were talking about Deborah, who has just lost her life. Tobore is an atheist. And she was speaking, and out of the passion of what she was hearing, said, oh, fuck your prophets, fuck your deities, and fuck your blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that was it. So this person, Luca, was in there listening. And so Luca says, how dare you? So Luca says, he wants Tobore's neck. Tobore has to go for saying that on. So I don't know if anyone in the chat can. What does that Saghir, Saghir? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So if anyone in chat can tell us what that means, Saghir, Saghir. So yes. And the guy said no one in the room could shut her down. So this is a person who is an atheist, does not believe in your God or gods. Now we have to shut her down. She's got freedom of speech, but when it comes to my religion, she has not got freedom of speech, unfortunately. So where does freedom of speech? What are the boundaries? Freedom of speech and religion.
Go and tell Tobore, if I see her now, I'll come out her neck. I'll declare it. I'll remove her neck.
Make sure it's allegation.
I will remove it. She do NYC. I will remove it.
Very daft set of people, man.
I will remove her neck. Because I can now came out oracle. Because you don't respect na kina jin Hausa. Mu da ku ke kin sani musulman arewa da Christians na arewa muna zaman mu lafiya kalau. Ku kuma kun san akwai red lines ba mu taɓa crossing red lines na ku ba. Kuma ka to cross the red lines na mu. This is very simple.
Oh, guys, one thing I need you to understand here. These people are the moderate Muslims. Yes, you heard me right. These are the moderate Muslims. These are more like liberal Muslims. These are not so much fundamental. They're young people, they So please don't be fooled when the moderates say, oh, when they're together and they have their army, they have their support system. Oh, oh, it's all go, go, go. There's no stopping them. So these are moderates. They call themselves the moderates.
This Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is more than it's more than our grandfather, it's more than my mother, it's more than
the whole world.
It's more than
the whole world itself, man.
Nobody means anything to me in this world than my mother. So I value the Prophet.
Where we live in is more than it.
My mother means everything to me in this world, but I value the Prophet more than my mother.
He values the Prophets more than his mother.
Thank you. And if anybody is close that line, I will remove his neck. I will remove his neck. I've said it. I will remove her neck. I've said it. I will remove her neck. Go and tell Tobore. go and tell Tobore there is a red line. You cannot cross it. You guys need to respect that. Any Christian in the north knows that there is a red line. You are pastor. The painful part, in fact, Bishop, who can respect that? Who are you not to respect it?
Sagir, do you know the painful part? I think the reason why people even have mouth to talk is because when she said what she said, Kagani, she didn't receive the consequence immediately. You understand? God didn't judge her immediately. That's why people even have mouth to even judge us for talking about it. You understand?
The painful part is that God did not judge her immediately. She said that. I like that statement. I like that statement, what he just made. Why did your God not do the judging himself? Why? If he is so offended by what people are saying about him, that the people there are lucky, Tobere is lucky that God did not decide to judge her himself, let him do it. It would be better that he does it himself than for you to take it upon yourself to act on his behalf. Number one, you have not proven this God to exist. Number two, you don't know what he wants you to do. Number three, you are not sure that you have the right religion. You are acting on your emotions, acting on your feelings. What if you have the wrong religion, the wrong prophet, the wrong everything? So you have just killed for a false religion. Let your God do it. Then we will know that indeed your God is, strong, mighty, and powerful.
Part. Very ignorant people and dumb people.
In Islam, let me tell you something. You cannot even see a Christian and tell you
have right to talk about this.
We have red lines in our religion. It teaches us to respect Christians. See, on this, our people will fight about politics. You will never see a Muslim insult the Christianity religion. I've been on this app for nearly 2 years. I've never seen any Muslim insulted any Christian because of his religion. It's a lie. But these people, they will insult our religion. They will insult us as a person. They will insult everybody. We are not going to take that. Me, I'm not taking it lightly. See, yesterday she said all Muslims are terrorists. She said something about Islam. Nobody said anything. I was just there. Fuck Islam, fuck blah, 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 blah. We didn't say anything. She said, this is us as a person that she's insulting. I won't take any harm on it, you understand? But when you cross the line and you say,
if you like insult, we go threaten your life too. If you like insult, we go threaten your life.
I will change. You understand? I will change. I've been on this app for nearly 2 years. Every bus boost, if you don't know, we hijack rooms. We don't get problem with many people, you understand? We don't do unfinished, understand? At the end of the day, we see that there is no pointless of engaging these people, but that, in fact, people in this room, see, they all about everybody they when people they fight on this app. He himself, if I'm to bring him up, he cannot point any Muslim that they've been having their password that he will tell me that today I have insulted that a Muslim insulted any Christian or his.
So they're, you can insult their religion, you can insult their mother, you can insult their father, but there's a line you do not cross. And the line is the Prophet Muhammad. That is a no-go area. You don't do it. If you talk about the Prophet, that's it. That's it. That's the line. What is it about the Prophet? Is it because the book says you can't? I don't understand. Can someone please explain why so much reverence for the Prophet that they will kill in his name? They will kill for him. This is the same Prophet that slept with a 9-year-old. The same one. So I'm not understanding this. I'm really not. I'm trying. I'm trying to.
Spread as a religion is a lie. Who do you think? Who give you the audacity? Who do you think you can just come on this app, create lies, create propaganda, and say what you want to say?
I swear that is the painful part. People that don't even know what they are doing. They even have mouth to be talking and blabbing bullshit.
So I've said it.
So
And I've said
judging
it. If I see somebody, I'll come out her neck, and nothing will happen. As I'm speaking to you guys, but I'm saying this that I will do it, and nothing will happen. Nothing but a bit.
Let me tell you something, ba. Do you know what? Let me tell you the reason for all these things that are happening. It's frustration. These people are frustrated. Whoever comes online and starts insulting people for no reason is frustrated. You understand? The person is hungry. The person is hungry and frustrated because maybe the person hasn't eaten for weeks. You understand?
You too, if I'll come on your neck.
Why one?
Anyway, me sunan shi feteke ne kuma ka ji sunan ma ba da.
Wannan tana tambaya ka duba.
So anyone talking about the prophet of Islam is hungry, probably hasn't eaten for weeks, and is frustrated. That's why they're talking about the prophet. It's hunger, guys. It's hunger that leads people to talk about Prophet Muhammad.
Why?
Come out.
If I see Peteke you too, I will kill you. I'll declare
okay, so get it.
I will kill you too. Simple. I will kill you too.
Very stupid people. Very stupid, wallahi. Allah.
Someone was commenting in the chat, and he says, "For commenting, I will kill you." This is all
because
Muslims.
You're hungry. Who told you not to go and hustle and eat?
It's so funny to them. You see,
I swear the thing is painful because we have been tolerating it for a long time.
A lot has been happening on this. And all those stupid know that a lot has been happening.
So the guy has just said he will kill Tobore and nothing will happen to him. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. There's nothing anyone can do to him. It's his prophet and he can do it. Guys, some religions cut really deep. Some religions just it's no longer child's play anymore. It's serious business. Serious business. And the Muslims that would listen to this and say, yes, indeed, this is it. This is what needs to be done. Who dares speak about our prophet? Who dares do that? They forgot. They just, at what point are these people going to ask? You know, I think about it that in Nigeria, you have the Christians and the Muslims. One day they should each just decide, okay, you know what? Which of our gods is the real one? Which we are fighting for ours. We're fighting for ours. Which one exactly? So just, to make the whole thing even. No one wants to know. But they are fighting for something that has not been proven to.
I'll come for them one by one.
Wallahi,
sun zo sun ta tambaya one by one, kowa na ta tambaya. An yi answer the question su not once, not twice. An gaya musu gashi. At the end of the day, sai ka ji wani shige ko ya zo ya ce
we are going to put rules on this club ourselves. See,
we are going to justify. I'm muku wannan. Ku je ku duba ba. At the end of the day, they still want to see you.
They want to be talking about it, I mean.
Continuously, they
I
want
will
to
make
put
a rule on this club and say nobody is going to talk about this thing again. Say neither had a rule, and if you dare, you think say somebody talk about it again. See, don't worry, all of you will start seeing me in your dreams first. You understand? I will start to scare you inside your dreams. You will see me inside your dreams.
Hey, Taye, hello.
dreams first. Now that time you're gonna say,
So this gentleman wants the whole of Clubhouse to have a rule. They want a rule on Clubhouse that no one must talk about the prophet. Do these people realize that their religion is just one out? In fact, let me check how many religions are there in the world. I'm curious. Let's see. How many religions are there? How many religions are there in the world? Let's see. It may surprise you to know that there are over 4,000 recognized religions in the world. 4,000. Let's see. How many religions are there in the world? Major religions in the world. Let's see. How many religions are there? Because, listen, if we're talking about religion, any rule that applies to one must apply to all. There's no, well, except that religion is the majority in that place, then you're talking something different. But if it is an app that is accessed by everyone around the world, then unfortunately, every religion must have same equal rights. The Muslims cannot just come and say, no, you cannot talk about my prophet. The Christians too can choose whatever prophets they want. The Hindus can choose whatever prophets they want. They must not speak about mine too. At some point, these people need to realize that they are just one out of so many. So many.
These guys too. You see me inside your dreams. You come online on Clubhouse and you say, I don't see that guy for my dream. The next time.
Your brain, ba.
Christians
they not even reach may you go their dream. You understand? Anybody where you see come here, they talk rubbish. You don't even reach that level. You understand? So no, they even bother yourself. That's not the funny part. No, they even bother yourself.
You will see me. Continue. You
Useless
just see me inside your dream.
Very useless set of people. Very selfish and stupid
people.
Selfish. Now just to judge people
and me
on your life.
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear this? These are people. No one has insulted these people personally. No one has said anything about any of these no one. They have talked about a prophet that died many years and many years ago. He's dead and buried. Is the prophet they've talked about. But these people are offended on behalf of that prophet. That they call people all sorts of names. They call people selfish, call them stupid, call them all these things because of nothing to do. I don't understand it. I don't.
Them two go enter the same trouser with them. I like them to go on the
stupid people. Is it because people are patient about it?
They said they are patient about it.
And most of them don't even know the Bibles.
They don't know now. They don't know the religion.
No, they don't even read the Bible. They don't read the Bible, man.
You know the funny part? His name is Jude. Someone asked him a question about Christianity. He said, let me go and browse and come back.
I don't know this manual about
when you go and...
That's very hypocritical of these Muslims. They're talking about Christians, that Christians don't know their Bibles. They asked a gentleman about his Bible. He said, let me go and check and I'll come back. So many Muslims, when you ask them about the contents of their books, they will tell you, a scholar needs to interpret or translate. Let me get a scholar. Let me go ask a scholar. The same thing. These religions are all the same. their books are not straightforward for people to understand. You need to get different sources to make sense of these religions. Islam has other books, hadiths, and other things to make, because guys, these religions are not relevant for this modern day era. So it's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. It doesn't fit. So we have to try and make these little things up. Okay, let me go and ask a scholar. Let me go and ask a rabbi. Let's go and ask our bishop, because there are no straightforward answers. The things that we experience in this day and age is completely different from what they experienced. So talking about issues like topics like abortion, topics like the LGBTQ and all these things, life is changing, people are evolving, but these religions unfortunately are not evolving. They're still stuck in that primitive era.
I research and come back with. When they ask me about my religion, I know it up here. Ask me anything about my religion.
Sagir, you are illiterate. You are not an illiterate. You understand? You are
illiterate. My some kind of religion is.
One license.
See, let me tell you, there are some people that don't know about their religions. Forget about that.
I'm not going to insult Christianity.
I'm not going to insult Christianity while insulting Christianity. Yeah, Inquisitor Bacon.
Again, let me tell you the painful part,
do it.
There's this pure hatred they have for us. You understand? And I know that. And I'm not scared of anyone. I'm going to say it anywhere. They hate us naturally. For what reason? There's no reason. Just like that. For what? Why?
Let me tell you something. Christianity means to follow Jesus Christ. Then, like Zakir Naik said, we are more Christian than the Christians themselves. We believe in Jesus. Jesus is a prophet, son of Mary. How can you go back about it? How can you go back about it? Then we are more Christians than the Christians themselves. We believe in him 100%. He's a prophet. He's our prophet. And he's going to come back. They will see it now.
He's going to come back in Islam.
You don't know history.
They say Jesus is going to come back in Islam. I don't understand. This is just a mess. Just a mess.
The guy knows I be religion now. She do the guy. That's why that top she come and meet me. Wallahi, she will start to see me for her dreams first. She thinks I know fit track. She don't do NYC. And me, I know now. They don't check everything for me. Safe. If I tell them say, now we on this country, they will say they lie. I was surprised all of you. When I will come close,
do you know one sad fact?
So what he just said he knows how to track the lady down, and that they, the Muslims, own the country. And very soon the world will know about it, that the Muslims own Nigeria. They are the owners of it. And when people start talking like this, I feel like don't just listen and ignore. Don't listen and just ignore what they're saying, because when they come up and start talking so boldly like this, already they're starting to be the majority in that country. So hey, I say the breeding rate in Islam is huge.
If Christianity has been in existence before Islam, there are religions that have been in existence before Christianity. So if you want to be a Christian, be a Christian.
You don't even know. You don't even read your Bible myself.
Nobody is telling you to be a Muslim. Nobody. Practice what you want to practice, but do not interfere with any Islam.
Sorry, I don't know what's happened. Signed me out. Sorry about that, guys. It signs me out. Just 1 second.
Oh, I was surprised. Really surprised.
Waiting there, sir. Small thing, drop your IP.
You understand? He has every right.
See, if you will kill you. Let me tell you.
Look at get person will do data for you. Or you get person will go buy
I think, but jokes apart, I think like essentially just cutting all the joke. The problem that people are having is asking if your religion supersedes the constitution of the country that you live in. That's where the problem comes. If the constitution somehow supports your judgment or whatever those children did or whatever those adults did, then we can have a conversation. But you can't. But
actually, the state do.
That current state they do is a Sharia state.
Exactly, but does the federal constitution supersede the state? And are you
Listen to me. Every state in Nigeria has the right to adopt the kind of law, the kind of law the one that they are going to use.
That would be nice.
I can understand that, but the question
if Zamfara state, if Zamfara state, if Borno state, if Kebbi state, and the likes of Sokoto will adopt a Sharia law, who are you to go against it, Who are you?
Who are you to go against?
In a country, except you were saying that you do not believe in the sovereignty of Nigeria. So
I believe in the sovereignty of Nigeria. In fact, a while ago, I believed in one Nigeria, but right now, I do not believe in one Nigeria.
I completely believe in that. If not for personal reasons, I really don't get the separation. But all I'm asking is, if you live in a country and you respect the constitution of this country in every other area, why do you pick and choose when you would apply your state rules?
No.
Because this person didn't get a chance to appeal the situation. That's for you to say, okay, exactly. That's the thing. You don't even get a chance.
Let me tell you something. How many Muslims did you speak with on this regarding this issue?
Look, I listen to you. Just
answer. Something. How many Muslims did you speak with them?
Am I not in your room? Have I not heard the conversation?
Listen.
No, not you. Look, there are about 64 people in this room.
See, I'm going to keep quiet and you are going to speak for as long as you want, but just answer these few questions. How many Muslims did you speak with on this app regarding this?
Not right now.
Not right now.
I was in the room with them. I was in the room. I didn't speak to them, but I heard them. Lay their side of the story.
What did they say?
It's not what Islam suggests, but what she did was wrong.
Thank you very much. And then, do you believe what they said?
With regards to?
Thank you. I'm also with them, but I'm fighting something else now. So
Luca, mine is simple. You're trying to say that people living in.
So you see, all these Muslims here all agree that Deborah did something wrong and she blasphemed against their prophet. But that's beside the point. As far as Luca is concerned, Luca now has his eyes set for another target. Luca has made the allegation. He has said it, that when he sees and ever meets Deborah, her neck, he's going to He's going to kill her. Later on, he then talks about he's going to fuck the lesbianism out of her first. Because Deborah is a lesbian. He's going to fuck the lesbianism out of her. And when he's done, he will then cut off her neck for Islam. What happened to Deborah is justified as far as these Muslims are concerned. She should never have insulted their prophet, even though she doesn't believe in their prophet. She should never have done that.
The country, irrespective of the law saying ABC, have to follow what you decide. And secondly, or at least majority of you, because kun zauna a stage in nan kuna ta zagin mutane, what does Islam say about that? Because if you're ready to say that kana so ka kashe mutum based on blasphemy, it should only mean
we didn't insult anyone. Please respect yourself.
Do it again.
So funny. It's so funny.
I just need saying, you know, when people talk and their tensions, emotions are high, it's just seeing where the other side is coming from. I get that it's a very sensitive topic for you based on religion. Me, you can cuss out anything and I don't care because I don't even believe in anyone. I'm mad. You can't use force. That's not how it works. Especially when, what is the justification?
I think you guys get it. It's quite a long video, but I'll save you guys the trouble of having to listen to this nonsense. I tried to report the room, but for some reason it would not let me report the room. You could only report the individuals. So I was just struggling with it in the end and just decided, you know what, just come out of the room altogether. So I'm going to show you guys this here. This is, one second, let me show this. So right now, as we speak, there is unrest. There is unrest because 2 people have been arrested. 2 people who are suspects in the murder of Deborah. The Muslims say they cannot be detained. How dare you do that to them? And so people are, yesterday a school was bombed, but I don't know who did the bombing. One second, a primary school was bombed yesterday. Bombed, was it yesterday? Yes. I don't know who did the bombing. Just one second. Okay, yeah, there was a bomb blast in a primary school in Kano State, but I don't know who did the death toll in the blast rises to 9 amid allegations of a cover-up. Who's covering what up? I'm not sure what it's all about. I'm not sure who's I don't think anyone has come up to say that they were responsible for this bomb blast, but right now it's there's a lot going on there. If we were praying people, I would have said pray for Nigeria, but I think all I would say is, you know, I will come back to give you updates, and hey, we just have to keep on just talking and keep on having these conversations, you know.
trooped out in their numbers earlier today in protest against those accusing them of resorting to violence and jungle justice following the death of female student Deborah Samuel for alleged blasphemy. The youths are asking the state government as well as security agencies to release those arrested in connection with the killing. Armed with placards with different inscriptions, some protesters stormed the Kanwuri, which is close to the Sultanate Council, and later visited the Sultan's palace, demanding the release of the suspect. A combined team of security operatives, including soldiers from the 8th Division, police, DSS, and SCDC, were stationed in strategic positions to prevent a breakdown of law and order.
bai kamata a ce matasa suna tashe su ba daidai wannan lokacin da rikita take ƙara garin.
A 24-hour curfew is now in place within Sokoto metropolis to curb the civil unrest experienced in the state since the mob action at the Shehu Shagari College of Education. Some traders and other business owners suffered losses as hoodlums hijacked the protest and embarked on a looting spree. It also affected parts of St. Bekita Sokoto Catholic Diocese Secretariat. According to the governor, Aminu Tambuwal, this move is to restore peace and order in Sokoto metropolis as well as the entire state.
I hereby...
Okay, that's... There's a lot going on. But I have a question for you guys. So what do you guys think? Do you think that this religion is tolerant? Do you think that Islam is a tolerant religion? Do you think that they would show empathy to people who do not believe? I mean, even people who believe, harsh punishments. And the sad part is they punish you here on earth, and according to them, there's still more punishment waiting for you in the afterlife. So there's no escape. If your punishment is waiting for you in the afterlife for what you have done, then why punish people now? Why do that? Guys, I don't understand it. I wish I did, but I don't. I don't. From Imran Khan, asking the international community to... No, he's trying to institute blasphemy laws. Oh, here we go. I used to believe at one point. Wow. The strong, brutal fascist government you crave for is most often a cleocracy, like in most of Africa. Strongman rule is just the road to revolution. Guys, Deborah has since been buried, and it saddens me to know that her death is being left in the hands of God. What can they do? They've arrested 2 people, but you saw the riots. People are rioting. 24 lawyers came up and said, we are going to act pro bono on behalf of these 2 gentlemen. They do not deserve to be in there. It's just madness, I think, at this point. What happened to her killers? So only 2 have been there. This was a mob, a whole mob came together. They stoned her, they beat her up, they burned her to death. But only 2 were arrested, and even those 2, right now they're rioting that, they should be freed because they were in the right to fight for the reputation of their prophet. They were right. Guys, religion. Christopher Hitchens said, Religion poisons everything. Religion, in whatever shape or form, is toxic. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred. Nothing. But in these religions, the things they hold sacred, guys, some people will say, oh, be careful for speaking about Islam. Please be careful. Don't speak about Islam. Be careful the words you say. But if we don't talk about these things, it will carry on happening. More and more people would die. More and more people, more and more Deborahs. How many more Deborahs? I could have also been a Deborah, but I live in the UK. And here in the UK, you can say, who cares? Say whatever you want. Where is Black Lives Matter? In Nigeria? In Nigeria, then they just... Okay, right, guys. I'm not sure what you guys are going on about. Hindu, holy cow. Oh, Hindu. That's one religion I have no knowledge about at all. I could not tell you the first thing about Hinduism. Not a clue. Nothing at all. Yes, thank you. Rion says, I'm so glad that I moved. Yes, over 20 years ago. It's like I saw the future, you know. I saw the future. I tell you, if I was still in Nigeria, I probably would not be an atheist now. I'd still be a religious person, I think. I think so. Yeah. And even if I was an atheist, I would not be open and public about it. No. I would have been a closeted atheist. Oh no. There's no chance of coming up and telling people that I'm an atheist. Why would you want to do that? I don't know very much. Very cool, it seems. You mean Hinduism? I don't know anything about Hinduism. That's one religion that Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, what other one? Buddhism. I don't know anything about these religions. No clue whatsoever. You are a prophetess. I wish. I wish. I wish I was. Shudder at the thought. Yes. I mean, think about it. You know, if I wasn't here in the UK, just trying to imagine being an atheist. Look at Tobere. Tobere is an atheist who, you know, just was passionate about what she was saying, you know, F your prophet, F your, you know, and now she's got a fatwa on her head. People are calling for her head because how dare you talk about Islam? How dare you? Mormonism. All the isms, Coco Jasmine. Krishna is here too. Hello, Krishna. Every faith has fools who do stupid things and also wise people who do the right things. The right things. Right. I think I can agree with that. I think I can agree. But when you say do the right things, who are you doing these right things for? Are you doing them for a deity? Are you doing them for a god? Or are you doing them for humanity's sake? Yeah, who are you doing it for? That's a question to ask. Have I been to Speaker's Corner? No, I have never been. Never been. I'm too far away from Speaker's Corner. I'm let's see, how many miles am I from Speaker's Corner? 1 second, let's see. Don't tell me there's another Speaker's Corner near me. Oh, hang on. It looks like there's one near me. Hang on a second. Oh, looks like there's a Speaker's Corner about, let's see, how many miles from me? 20 miles from me. That's something I can do. I'm going to find out about this. 1 second. It's something I would love to verify. Because the main Speaker's Corner, that one is very far away. So let me take a quick picture of this. Speaker's Corner. West Midlands public speakers. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see. The Speaker's Corner you talk about. Let's see how far it is from me. Oh, it's in Hyde Park. So the Speaker's Corner that you talk about is about 137 miles from me. If I was to drive now to get to Speaker's Corner, it'd take me about 2 hours and 37 minutes to get there, because it's off peak, so there's less traffic. But if it was a good daytime going to London, or you have to at least make sure you have at least 4 hours to spare. So no, I haven't been to Speaker's Corner. Well, the main one, but it looks like there's another one close to me, 20 miles. I will go there. I shall. I will find out about it, and let me tell you, if I can go, I will go there. And oh yes, that shall be interesting. Yeah, it is too far. Yeah. I think the next time I'm up in London, which I'm going to London in about 3-4 weeks time, you know what, I might just visit Speaker's Corner. How about that? I might do it for you guys. Do it for you guys who are the subscribers of my channel. Let's visit Speaker's Corner for the day. I think, yeah, that's content. Yeah, it's content. Hey Lavender, hello Lavender, good to see you here. My channel is a wealth of information on Hindu knowledge for anyone who is interested, all in English. Oh, okay. Interesting. Because I listen, I do not know the first thing about Hinduism. Not a clue. Not a clue. Not one. You need a Speaker's Corner in the US. I think you need one, definitely, because now it looks like there's one close to me here now, 20 miles. That I can definitely get there. Oh yes, I will find out about it, and I'll be sure to let you guys know. I'll be sure to let you guys know. Guys, just be good people. Just be good people. Religion is, I don't know. It's pathetic when young girls, I'm not sure exactly how old she was. 1 minute she's 19, then she's 21, she's 24. I'm not entirely sure. But whatever the case, she did not deserve to die. That girl died such a barbaric death. I saw the videos. I don't know how many of you have seen the videos. No. No. No, 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 no. Hinduism is the OG of discrimination. Really? Of discrimination? I have excellent discrimination and I'm very happy about it. Okay. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Religion is scaring me right now. They want our bodies. Rion, think about it. In some of these religions, people who are agnostics and atheists, guys, so maybe tomorrow I will come back and do I talked about Islam. Tomorrow I will come back and talk about Christianity in Africa. How about that? Christianity and tolerance. The tolerance levels of Christians. I told you that the lady whose head is being called for, she opened the room saying Yahweh is a rape apologist, something like that, for people to have discussions. And people got offended. The Christians, oh my, they were offended. They were, you know, so they opened another room where they wanted the lady to come and explain why she would open a room to talk about Yahweh being a rape apologist and all these things. And so I was recording. And it really broke my heart. The things that these Christians were saying really broke my heart. It was really mentality people have when celebrating her death was so disgusting. You know, Coco Jasmine, you know, the very insensitive because it's not one of ours, it's one of theirs, so we can rejoice. It's one of theirs. There's someone had a beautiful saying. I'm still trying to remember that thing, the one that says when 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 other people needed help, no one helped, or something like that. There was nobody to help. And then on and on and on. Then when I needed help, no one was there to help. I've forgotten how that saying is. Oh, I've forgotten what it sounds like. Get in touch with ex-Hindu atheists. Hang on. There are ex-Hindu atheists? I think with every religion you will have an ex. What's his name? What's his name? Herman Matta. Herman Matta, I think he was from the Jainism, and he's an ex Jain. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Jain. I think every religion will always have an ex-Catholic, ex-Christian, ex-Muslim, ex. There must be an ex somewhere. It's true, we can't deny what the Bible says. Who cares what that book says? Who cares? The only two religions in this world are the ugly mind and the beautiful mind. Those are the two religions in this world, the ugly mind and the beautiful. Yahweh is a rape apologist. Say it. Say it, Rion, but I can guarantee you say that in some other places, they will have a huge meeting called for with your name on the top, ready to defend their God, ready to go to war for Yahweh. They're ready. They're ready to go to war for Yahweh. When they came for the Catholics, there we go. That's it. That's it right there. I've been looking for this. Wait, hang on. I have been looking for this one. I have been looking. Yes. This is it. When they came for the Catholics, I said nothing because I wasn't Catholic. Then they came for me and no one said anything. That's cuts very deep in my heart. That one does. So the Muslims who are rejoicing over the death of this young girl, kudos to them. Let them carry on. A day will come. A day will come. Maybe not them, their children. I think about the future. I think about 100 years from now, we would be long gone. But what are we leaving behind? We need to appreciate our mortality. We are not going to be here forever. We are not going to be here forever. I've told my children, look, the first one is an atheist. My young one is still young. He's 12. So, but looks like he's going to be an atheist too, from the conversations that we have. But I have told them, if they choose religion, I would never stop them from pursuing religion. The only thing I ask is to do the homework about this religion, find out what the religion is about, where the origins are from. Adult only religion. What's the adult only religion? Yes, in fact, saying that, Krishna, religions should be for adults only. Yes, religion should be for adults only. Children should not be introduced to these religions and indoctrinated at a very young age. I think you're doing a huge disservice to them because there's so many out there, and so you only introduce one out of so many. How about give them a broad a broad a broad knowledge of religion? How about doing that? And then when they get to a certain age where they can make decisions and make choices, let them make that decision themselves. Don't impose anything on them. If they choose religion, and if they decide they don't want religion, still love them all the same. I cannot let religion get in the way of loving my children. If any of my two boys came and said, Mom, I think I'm gay. Okay, hey, give a hug and tell, look, I will love you all the same. Your sexuality will not change how I feel about you. What you have down below, your private parts, is not it is not the uh it's not the justification or the reason for my love for you. No. And what they choose to do with their private parts is their business. As long as they're seeking consent, as long as they are responsible in whatever sexual relations they engage in, as long as you're being responsible and being you consider the feelings of your mate or mates or whatever, whoever you're engaged in this sexual in the sexual relationship with, as long as you're seeking consent, as long as you're talking, communication, make sure whatever you're doing with them, they is something that they appreciate. As long as it's a two-way street, don't just go into a sexual relationship and think it's all a one-way street. It is not a one-way street. No, 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 no. Hey, where's Theo? Is Theo here? Oh, did I see Theo? Hey, theoretically. Hello. Hello. Yeah, he allowed Dinah's brothers to steal the women in Canaan. Listen, if we start to talk about Yahweh here, if we start talking about Yahweh here, Afro-humanists, the original quote mentions them coming for Catholics and the Jews, etc. Yes, I know when I saw the quote, it had all these other things in it, but it's very relevant because they came for the Catholics, the Muslims did nothing. They came for the Jews, the Muslims did. When they come for the Muslims, no one will come for them. No one will. No one. Theo is here. Hey, Theo. How are you getting on with your studies? Have you finished, Theo? Theo, have you finished, or are you still busy with your thesis and busy with all your schoolwork? The apostate prophet, yes. Yes, he's a really good live nude live nude religion. Nude religion. What's a nude religion? Is there a nude religion? There's all sorts of religions. But I don't know about nude. You are safe with your thoughts where you live. Fairly safe. And I haven't blasphemed against the prophet. I've only had conversations. I have not blasphemed anyone's prophet. I've talked about Islam. I've talked about the death of this young girl, and also the threat that has been made to a friend of mine, the fatwa that has been placed on the head of this friend of mine, but I've not blasphemed the prophet. You know, I haven't trying to be sensitive here, you know. So 3 more semesters. Okay, still busy. Oh, listen, it'll fly by very quickly. It'll fly by very quickly. Not to worry. I'm just feeling a little romantic. Oh, you're feeling a bit romantic. Okay. And listen, you should be allowed to feel that way. Why not? Why not? You should be allowed to feel, let those emotions, let them come through. Let them come through. Yes. Listen, you're giving these emotions are there for a reason, and they help your immune system. They help the what they call it, your endorphins and your happy hormones. Allow them to be happy. Why not? And if you're happy, can you imagine your happy hormones combined with your mate's happy hormones? Imagine those happy hormones. Well, you could be with several other people as well as one person. So depending on what your preference is, imagine all those hormones coming together. Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. Absolutely. You should try it sometime. It's pretty fun. Haha. I blaspheme every morning at least once. Secularity is always blaspheming. What are you blaspheming? Whose religion are you blaspheming against now? Because don't think it's only Islam that has blasphemy laws. Christianity, if you blaspheme against the Holy Spirit, that is an unforgivable sin. Christianity also has blasphemy laws. You blaspheme against the Holy Spirit, that's it. That's your afterlife cancelled for you. No afterlife for you. Just you blaspheme against the Holy Spirit, that one takes you automatically to hell. How you blaspheme against the Holy Spirit, I really don't know. I don't know how that one works. I don't know how you blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. I don't know. Do you say something to the Holy Spirit? Or do you poke the Holy Spirit? Or what do you do to blaspheme? I don't know. No more problems. More problems. I get it now. More problems. Stressing yourself is better because keeping it inside is just more damaging. And that's the thing. These religions do not want people criticizing, critiquing, looking deep into these religions and questioning, expressing doubts. Shame. It's shame. It's a shame. I kind of picked at random Hinduism, Christianity, Taoism. Oh my God, that's another one I've never heard of. Taoism. Whichever hell I'm feeling like going to that morning. Oh, so you just blaspheme at random. Just you're on a blaspheme spree. Let's just be blaspheming. Eh? I remember yesterday I was in conversation with some people and I said to them, look, I regard nothing as sacred. Nothing sacred to me. Nothing. And I said, if one religion says you have to respect my religion, you have to respect my what I consider as sacred. My prophet is sacred. I said, well, I can choose to go and buy a vibrator and my vibrator becomes sacred to me. And I can also decide to have laws, blasphemy laws. Thou must not blaspheme against my vibrator. Don't do it. If you blaspheme against my vibrator, you don't talk about the color, you don't talk about the shape, you don't talk about the size, you don't talk about the how much it costs or how much vibration power it has. If you do, it is punishable. But well, the punishment is sex. That's the only thing. With if you blaspheme against my vibrator, the punishment is sex. Fortunately, yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, if you blaspheme against my vibrator, the punishment is some dirty, filthy sex. How about that? A pornographic rendition of Hindu God will make a secular rarity wet his. Oh my goodness, secular rarity. Secular rarity just wants to blaspheme every morning. Just I have multiples literally on my phone right now. Oh. At least it is real, and it can. You mean my vibrator, right? Thou shalt, Coco, don't do it. Do not blaspheme against my vibrator. It's sacred. I consider it sacred to me. Well, I haven't bought it yet, so it's not sacred just yet because I haven't bought it. But once I buy it, I can decide, you know what? I just label it sacred. I've got a shelf up here where I keep books. Might just put it up there, put some candles, put some have a little what you call it, a little shrine up there for the vibrator. But the only trouble is I've got a 12-year-old and I can't leave it out on display. So no. We'll have to find a place for it. So anyone who blasphemes against my vibrator, you shall be punished with great sex. Yes. That's the punishment. Investing in vibrating invest in vibrating devices. I think that's a good way to invest your money. I think only good vibes to Esther's vibrator. Listen, we're feeling vibes on vibes. Yes, the Holy Spirit shouldn't care about what people think about it anyway. Venator 666, the same can be applied to prophets and gods. Any god that demands, can you imagine a god who's supposed to be the creator, who's supposed to be he creates everything in sight. He creates the trees, the mountains, the seas, but then demands worship. How low can how does that God feel about himself? He's so great and mighty, did all these wonderful things, but demands your ultimate worship. Listen, if I was if I'm confident about myself, I don't want no one worshiping me. Don't do it. And that's why I don't do celebrity worship. You don't see me, celebrity, everyone's getting into like online. Johnny Depp and Heard. From time to time, I just go and see what they're getting up to. But I don't do all this worship of people or worship of things. Nothing sacred to me. Nothing. Nothing. I'm not alone in feeling romantic. Oh no, 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 no. Prophetess Belemzi. Oh my. Esther will be giving free. Don't worry. When I get monetized on the channel, we will do giveaways. Give away vibrators and cock rings. Yes, that's what we shall be giving away over here. Vibrators and cock rings. And what else? We'll look for things to add to the list. In the name of the plastic, the batteries, and the orgasm. Amen. So you must not blaspheme against the batteries. You must not blaspheme against. Okay, I get it. I get it. Set up a Bible, a Vedas, and a Quran next to all the holy vibrator. All hail my vibrator. All hail. All hail my vibrator. I mean, yeah, we have a joke and a laugh, but everyone in these religions have something or someone they consider sacred. The other people don't consider it sacred. You're the only ones who consider yours sacred. Come on, give people a break. Must you kill people because they don't consider what you consider sacred? They don't see it as sacred. So we kill people now and we demand them to respect what you consider sacred. The whole world is looking and thinking, gosh, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to this thing that you consider. Oh, don't. Oh, the Bible is the holy book. Is it this? The Bible is just a book of stories. Nothing sacred about your books. Thank goodness you're not into that. I can't stand people defending either of those toxic famous people. No, I don't. I don't do celebrity. Nah. I might just watch from time to time, go on Instagram, go to the shade room, go and catch up on what celebrities is what they're talking about now. But all this celebrity worship, I don't do it. Sorry. I just don't want to be worshipped. Why would you want to be worshipped? Especially if you had all the power to do everything. A God that demands worship, to me, I don't know. I feel some kind of way about that God that would demand worship from humans. I don't know about that God. Get off my back. Why? I'm not getting off your back. I'm staying on your back. Staying on there. Yes, I'm staying on there. You need to make emojis now for channel members that are cock rings and listen. Thank you. That's an idea. I've never thought about what that's going to be all about. But now you've given me some ideas. But I don't know if YouTube will allow that. I don't know if YouTube will allow that. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where the future of the channel goes. Beyonce fans are crazy. All these people have their little cliques and little people that I don't know. I'm just trying to think, which celebrity am I crazy about? Which one can I think, okay, I'm so crazy about this person or this thing? I don't know. I don't think I can live my existence and not be crazy about any. I don't know. I just see them as human beings like myself. Crush my skull with your thighs, goddess. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, right. I think that's my cue. That is my cue to get out of here. Now they're demanding for me to crush that skull with my thighs, and I've got big thighs as well. I've got big thighs. Oh God, listen. Keanu Reeves is actually a pretty good guy, it seems. Yeah, he is a good guy, and he's been through a rough time. I think he's was he his girlfriend or something? He lost, is it fiancé or girlfriend? Something, you know. But it's, you see, the trouble with these celebrities is we put them on this high pedestal, and these people, they're just average. They're just normal human beings who want to live normal lives. And so when they do something wrong, which you and I do wrong every day, oh, the spotlight is on them. Can you see what this one did? Can you see what that person did? Oh, the whole world now starts to speak. And that's why I'm not so keen on all these tabloids. No, I'm not invested. Not invested in that. Hollywood's a disease. I don't allow it. Yeah, it is a disease. It is. It is a disease. Veneto says, run while you can. Listen, I'm not. Listen, Veneto 666. Someone just asked me to crush their skull with my thighs and called me a goddess. And you say I should run? No, I'm not running. I'm running there where it's happening. Listen, you call me a goddess, and this, where is it at? Buzzhawk, where are we going? Where are we meeting? Where? Just name the place, name the time. Let's go. Let's do this. Right, guys. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. Listen, don't get me wrong. There's people that they do some really good work. They have good music, good whatever they do, good art, whatever, good sports. These are good people, but always remember that they're human beings just like you, and you know you should accord them that leeway, whatever leeway you would afford yourself, for them to, when they do something, oh, I didn't think they could do that. How dare they do? We put them on this high pedestal. Oh, he's done this, he's done that. But hey, you do it on a daily basis, and no one says anything. So yeah. You want more? Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back. Who are you talking about? Who is this person you're talking about? Remember the Rasputia from Norbit doing such a thing? Oh, who's that? Who you on about? Rasputia? Who's Rasputia? Who's Rasputia? Anyway, never mind. I'll have to go and find out who Rasputia is. No Esther, no peace. You want violence. You don't want peace, eh? Well, I'm a peaceful person. I don't come with violence. That's just the only trouble. I don't do violence. I've been in a violent relationship, and it wasn't good. And I would not subscribe. I would not recommend that for anybody. No, so no violence. We don't do. If it's not peaceful, no, we're not engaging. Have a great day. Thank you. Down with sex taboos. Okay, Dean, you coming along? Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, let's do this. Eddie Murphy as a woman. Okay, now that is my cue. It's time to go. All right, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. And please, these religions, if you're a religious person here, please do yourself the favor. Investigate that religion. Ask questions. If you have doubts, express your doubts. If your religion does not permit you to express your doubts, there's something wrong. If you cannot ask just basic questions, why, what, how, where, when, these questions of your religion, of your books, there's something is wrong. If you have a religious belief, you owe it to yourself. And then before you pass that religion on to your children and they pass it on to their children, at least do the homework. Find out if this religion is the truth or not, if it is all just a pack of lies. Do that for yourself. Don't pass on your ignorance from you are an ignorant person. Then you pass your ignorance to the next generation. We are breeding generations of ignorant people. Come on. Even if you don't think about yourself, think about the future. Don't let your children go through all this religious trauma, religious heartache. Don't do it, please. You can choose a religion. For your children, wait until they're adults. Show them all the religions that are out there available to them and let them make a choice if they choose religion. You don't want peace. Okay. Right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night.